Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 15 of DeGodCast, the podcast by DGens for DGens. Before we kick things off today, we have a quick word from this week's sponsor, Hawaii DAO. Aloha, DGods. As you may have seen on Twitter, a group of DGods from the Friendly Islands have been causing a bit of a stir with their OG merch drop. Besides having the most chill sub-community and the best fucking parties by the beach, we have a world-class designer on deck for all our merch. We believe the Hawaiian shirt attribute is the best in the collection, besides the Mickey uniform, and are going to do it justice with the Hawaii DAO brand. Our first drop will be for OG Hawaiian DGod holders only, but we have a collection brewing for all other DGods. You'll want to have it, and you're early. See you over at the Tiki Bar in the meantime, boys. Follow us on Twitter at Hawaii DAO and join our Discord for more details. All right, so today is June 7th. It's JB, part of your trio of hosts, along with the homies Chapter and Slate. As always, we deeply appreciate y'all tuning in, and if you want to support the pod, please like and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on, or feel free to chuck any donations over to DeGodCast.soul. You can help fund my Shui reward wallet. Anyway, we have another OG DGods community legend and fellow Divine Council member in the house today. Airmons, how's it going, playa?
What's good? What's good with y'all?
What's good? Fantastic. I am very excited to talk a little DGoat Alpha with you, talk a little bit about your upcoming project that you got going on. But before all that, Chapter, hit him with the DK up.
All right. Let's see. There's so much happening this month. But all right. For the recap, last weekend, DeGod holders globally reflected on a time that used to be, as the first halving went into effect on June 3rd, reducing the amount of dust rewards generated by the staked. Can we get an F in the chat? We knew this was coming. The pain was programmed, and some things changed. 1 dust is still equal to 1 dust, but now 1 DeGod equals 5 dust. 1 dead God equals 15 every 24, 7 days a week until the next split. It feels less.
R.I.P.
Now that's out of the way. This motherfucking inaugural holders only DeGods party was officially announced last Tuesday and is set to take place in roughly 2 weeks on June 23rd in NY. That's AFK, IRL, tattoos, flights is getting booked, flights were given away. 3 first-class flights to the event got raffled off last week for 3.33 dust. Shout out to the homie that won with 1 raffle ticket, because you can't make this shit up, bruh. Duppy's details got dropped. No art leaks. Star of the derivatives. 1,000 whitelist spots designated for DAOs and NFT projects holding dust. Link and form in the description. Duppy scholarships coming for individuals. But shit's been crazy. Every hour of the day, hella motherfuckers on Twitter doing shoeies all over the world. Y'all seen homie drinking out of the hat, the dude at the bar, shit be popping off like every day. JB got motherfuckers tasting toes for the culture. Dust being tossed around for free. Big shout out to Hey Wallet and the homie Nigerian Mamba. Homie said it's shoe time till I'm supine. Man's dropped like 10 shoeies this week. Y'all seen the Black Forces, bruh? Y'all know the deal? Hey, yo. And finally, the finale of the DeGoda Duty Warzone Solos tournament comes to a close this Saturday on June 11th, with the last 3 games scheduled to start at 2 p.m. Pacific. DeGod's on Twitch this weekend. The recipients and champions of this 3,000 dust will be decided. IQs will be tested. Gun skill will be exposed. And I'm translating all tactics and kill cams in French. Pull up on the stream, amis. Plus, the Big 3 Season 5's coming. These fucking Killer 3's coming. First game of the season, June 19th. Gang activity is rampant. AllTime High. The team's still expanding. Fucking new artists is getting signed. Big salute to the homie Pencils, who recently joined the God Squad Artist Collective. Anybody whose application gets greenlighted this week, we see you. Welcome to the label. Let's fucking go.
get it.
I don't even know, like, so much shit happens every day, I feel like now, and now that I'm like in charge of, I'm like Shoey King, bro, like my shit is just, my Twitter noties are tore up. But one thing that happened today, actually, that is relevant to I guess the whole DeGods community, we did hit a new all-time high today, 400, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. You right.
Homie was listed at $3.99 since like midday yesterday. So the same way we did when we were trying to hit that 333 floor price, I hit him with the famous Fox ding and said, "Listen, motherfucker, delist your DeGod so we can get to 400 floor price." And I swear to God, before I could even show people in the Mickey's group chat that I had sent off this triple F ding, that shit was gone and we were at 400. And I was like,
bro,
all right, let's
that's
go.
what it is, bro. It's the
Instant.
Mickeys, bro. That's the thing, bro. He's seen who it came from, bro. And he's like, yeah.
He said, I've seen this before. Shit.
King and King of talking shit.
Bro.
JB goes hard.
Dude.
JB goes hard.
Chapter, what was that I heard about a Hattie in there? Someone did a Hattie?
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
you didn't see that, dude? Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Harry Wilco in his rugby championship this weekend, funded DeGod's jerseys in dust for the whole fucking team and quarter zips, this beautiful like aqua blue color, fire as shit. I kind of teased it on the DeGodCast Twitter earlier, but he's sending me one from the UK to bring to NYC to either raffle or like giveaway or some shit. These things are sick as fuck. But yeah, I mean, first of all, I saw the Hattie. I saw the guy do the shoey in the DeGod's rugby uniform, and I was like, "Yo, congrats on winning the chip, bro. That's awesome." And he's like, "Yeah, no, we we made it to the quarterfinals, and then we drank so much beer and did so many shoeys after that we lost the next match." I was like, "Fuck, all right, well, congrats, anyways."
Damn.
But yeah, shout out to Harry, shout out to the UK Brits, bro. Those guys stay killing it. I got an honorary invite to the Discord today. What's good? Let's go.
Oh yeah, word. I still haven't got mine. I'm legit British, bro. A matter of fact, I said Tuesday in the recap. I said Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, bro.
It's Tuesday. Yeah, word.
But yeah,
shout out to them though.
Holy shit, boys. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm having some of the most fun I've ever had in my fucking life recently. Like everywhere I look on Twitter, people are yugging fucking shoeys.
Bro,
people
it's
who don't
fucking
even
crazy.
own DeGods or maybe have like one DeGod are slinging dust on the timeline, fucking looking at you, Yaya and Big Ed. Everybody, all the subs, busting ass to put out some like fire ass merch or a cool project. Everybody's hyped about NFT NYC. Everybody's hyped about the big three. Everybody's hyped about Duppies. Like, holy shit, boys. It might not be Solana summer, but it's sure as shit DeGod summer right now.
Facts.
Feels good to be a
fucking
DeGod.
Dude,
Facts.
having fun. So before we get into like Airmons, your stuff specifically, I want to know how you feel about everything that's going on right now being a DeGods holder.
Bruh, it's been hyped. Like, I feel like I remember Frank saying, I think like April or some shit like that, like, yo, we're going to make it to where this summer, like every week, there's some shit to be hyped about. And literally, I feel like shit is popping up that he didn't even intend for us to be hyped about that we're getting hyped about. Like all these shoeys, I'm seeing all the videos. Obviously, everything with Duppies that's going on. And all the like negative attention that it brings too is fucking hilarious. Like when you really like look back, because it's like, for all of us in here, we know the fucking times in December where people were just like, yo, why do DeGods go so hard? They're fucking at a 5-soul floor. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck are they doing? Like, look at these fucking dummies. Like, why are they repping so hard on Twitter and shit? And one thing I've always noticed, it could be an echo chamber, whatever, but like, we go fucking hard on like public socials. Like, not fucking like privately in Discord and all this shit. Like obviously the Discord's popping off, but like when it comes to like a social presence, I feel like DeGods is unmatched to any other NFT brand out there. Like on each soul, anything, I feel like it's unmatched in terms of like the content and just like how loud we are and fucking repping. Like, and it's been like that. It's been like that. It's not even like it's like we reached an all-time high and all of a sudden people wanted to rep. Like people were buying in just so they could get into this hype that's going on Twitter, I feel like. Like people are buying in so they could get that like welcome and like 400, 600 retweets, whatever, like go crazy.
Word.
There's a couple of projects that are like higher up on us on that NFT inspect thing, if anyone pays attention to that. But like,
Nope.
I've noticed that DeGod's like, we're like actually doing shit on the time, like, you know, like the shoeies, the in real life shit, and people dressing up as their DeGods. I haven't seen anything like that from any other NFTs, like at all.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that the bounty system that was introduced like in pre-sale, I feel like set the tone for DeGods are not just gonna be, you know, some cartoon PFPs on the timeline talking shit. Like we're gonna have videos. We're gonna like
Yeah, it's
literally
it's an
show out in
active thing.
real life.
Word.
Yeah. And as far as the NFT inspect thing, whatever the hell it's called, I'll give you some alpha for that, a cheat code for that. If you customize your PFP, like mine is holding a OE of 40 in one hand and a 4 Loco in the other hand, you don't even show up on that shit, so you don't have to check it ever. It's so easy.
Oh wow.
Huh.
I'm not even on the fucking list, bro. So it's like I've never checked it because I just don't show up because I don't have a quote unquote DeGod as my PFP.
Bro, you can drop like 40 spaces in a day on it if you don't tweet. So if you're not constantly shit posting, it's just
stupid.
Like, fuck it, bro. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
But yeah, I love, and dude, I mean, I could fucking talk about this shoey summer wave that's
Bro,
that's happening right now
insane.
forever. But the
It's
amount of
nuts.
people that are willing to literally just throw themselves on camera that have never doxed before just to drink a fucking shoe out of a beer. And then the face afterwards, like that's what always gets me, dude. Like the face of somebody who just yugged their first beer out of a fucking shoe.
The tears.
It's priceless. Tears of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the couples one last night?
Yes.
Or some shit like that from
No.
my G Techno kid.
Yeah.
But he
Oh,
dropped
yeah,
one
yeah.
with him and his girl, and his girl looks like she's taking the most smooth shoey I've ever seen on the timeline. Like she's just
Yes.
like just sipping it, but like
Yeah.
like fast, like still fast, but it was just like nothing even happened. I was like, oh word. Like
the first like spill hit her and she was like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, all right, we're good. And she
it
goes
was
in.
good.
That's my favorite thing too, is the like your first shoey. And I've explained this so many times because like I will go to war for anyone doing a shoey on the timeline. Like people show up talking shit about, oh, you spilled or your shoe's too clean. I don't give a fuck, dude. Show me your shoey or shut the fuck up. But
Oh shit, yeah, I'm watching this shit.
I've explained this to so many people. The first time you do a shoey, the like fluid mechanics of the beer in the shoe, it's like putting your lips, like your first instinct is to, you know, slam it back like you would a pint. No, it's like putting your lips on the edge of a fucking wave pool at like Blizzard Beach, bro. Like the beer like hits the like shakes from the back of the shoe and all just splashes into your face at once. So I love watching people's first shoey and that first like, oh my god, I just got waterboarded by this fucking beer, and then them trying to like cope with that and figure out how to do it without spilling the rest of it. It's fantastic, dude. And respect to the people who like, you know, spill the whole thing down their chest and still crush it. Like respect to, we got these side saddlers out here now who instead of taking the shoe like head on or like kind of drinking it out of the side, like I swear to God, I wake up to at least 3 shoey videos a day since I think last Thursday.
That's
And it's
crazy.
like, it just makes my fucking day, dude.
I was gonna say I've been seeing all the ones you've been like fucking like retweeting and shit.
Yup.
Like, shit's
I'll
wild,
retweet
bro.
every single
I just
video.
saw like a
Although,
collage today where people like put like 7 videos in one video of them all doing a shoey, and I
that
was like,
was
yo.
better than a collage. That was a live group call.
oh, that was a live. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
word.
Dude.
Oh,
So that was
yo, that's
orchestrated
crazy.
by Big Ed, who's like, Big Ed is the Aussie NFT guy of Duppies.
Jesus.
He is balls deep in that server. He's doing cool shit. He like printed out Duppies stickers and was like posting videos of him like putting stickers up at the club and shit. Like this guy's sick. He's done probably 7 shoeys in the last like 4 days. He's a tank.
Fuck.
But that was orchestrated by him and then Nick, who was the guy that did the 33.3 tweez, which don't condone that personally, but motherfucker pulled it off. And they are like, them two are basically running the D Shoeys page and just creating this absolutely insane hype. And yeah, so that was, I think like 6 dudes on a group call, all guys that did not know each other in real life, met via Duppies, met via chugging beers out of shoes on the timeline, and orchestrated this shit together. So it's a
That's
movement.
nuts. That's sick.
It's sick, yeah,
That's
to
sick
say
as
the
fuck.
least. It's fucking sick. I'm trying to figure out a way to I don't I want to say give back, but I have
Yeah,
thrown
you're
so much
slanging
fucking
dust,
dust
dude.
at this, dude.
I
We
feel
need
like
to do some sort of
you've been
like
throwing dust.
we got to do some sort of like contest, and we'll judge them on the next episode or something, and pick a top 3 or some shit like that.
Yeah, so I'm definitely trying to orchestrate a shoey contest for Duppy's whitelist, because I think that would be sick.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
one
that would be
unofficial
fire.
too, off the record, unofficial Duppy's whitelist, because Duppy's is for the kids.
There's no
for,
whitelist, right?
for families. And also I'm trying to figure out a way like maybe I take like a small percentage of my daily dust that I earn and I put it into a staking farm, and I have these shoey NFTs that I've been like sending to people. And I let them stake those for like my personal dust or some shit, just so I don't have to send dust every single time. But I can be like, yo, here's an NFT, you can stake it for doing a shoey. I don't know.
Yeah, Shuey
That's
down.
lit. I saw the
Shoey
Air Shoey, the Air
Yeah.
Shoey NFTs.
Yeah,
That shit was
the
lit.
Mickey's Converse ones. Yeah, that's V1. We got black Vans Authentics classic with the white sole. We got all white Air Forces, and then we got Tim's too that are going to be Mickey Shoey NFTs.
Hey, I need the all white Air Forces for sure.
All right, when the Warriors win the chip and you do your shoey, I got you.
Easy. 3 more wins, and I'm doing a shoey.
Hell yeah! All right, let's get into it. Let's get into you a little bit. Do you want to give us just a little bit of background on yourself before we start talking about DeGoats and shit? You've been in this for a while,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like got in through NFTs. I think we talked about this before too, JB. I got in through NBA Top Shot like at the top of last year, and that
Same.
was just kind of my thing for a little bit. Me and a couple homies, we built this like Discord just to like bet Top Shot moments on actual NBA games. So we were just fucking like doing some like peer-to-peer betting with that. And then in like September of last year is when I really kind of like discovered Solana and like what was going on like in Solana as far as like NFTs go. Because I was looking at ETH for a little bit, and to me, I was just like, all right, the Solana space seems mad brand new, and like the cost to entry is so much lower than getting in on ETH. Like that gas fee shit turned me off immediately during that time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let me get into this space and fucking, be an early adopter over here and see what it turns into. It seems like this is like the spot where scalability for NFTs can really happen based off of like fees and being able to onboard people. Like it was so easy when I fucking did my first, because I think I only got like one NFT on ETH, and that shit was like a whole process. And then when I fucking downloaded Phantom and it was on my extension, and I was like, and I did like my first mint and all this sort of shit, I was like, damn, this shit just moves quickly. Like it was just, going through. And obviously that now with what the Solana network is, people are gonna be like, what the fuck? This shit's slow, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. Anyways,
It's fun
it is what it is. Yeah. But so yeah, so I got in like around September. I minted a couple like duds and fucking like whatever, bought some shit off secondary there. I'm pretty sure most of them are like rugs at this point and whatnot, right? I feel like that's just like the starting origin story all the time.
Yeah.
But and then I fucking like I found this fucking I found DeGods like on the timeline, and I was like, oh shit, like it's 3 soul. Like obviously all the other mints I was looking at was like 1 soul and all this shit. And fucking
This is
and
3 soul
yeah,
at like 220 soul too.
yeah, exactly. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, should I do it? I don't know. Like, and then I was just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And then I remember the whole like just the minting process, because like they didn't fucking put their link on Discord because something happened with Discord. And I was just like, obviously I was just on Twitter and I'd be on Twitter. So I was like, let me go check their page if they like posted the public mint yet. And sure enough, they posted it, the password. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go try and go fast as fuck. Like I was just ready for this shit. And then I minted, and then when I saw the one that I got, the fucking Digo, I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. Like
you
I
minted
was
that
just
Nebula skin.
yeah, I was like just absolutely fucking just like I was looking at it, I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. Like the sickest shit that I've minted up until this point, and some shit that I actually feel like I connect with, because like I'm a hooper myself. Like I play basketball. Obviously, I fuck with Jordan, all this sort of shit. And so when I saw it, and with the fade too, I was like, yeah, no, this is fucking
yeah,
sick.
you got lucky as hell.
You feel me? I was like, no
Yeah.
fucking way. Like I got this.
What
shit,
rank
you
is
know?
that one?
I think it's like a 341 or some shit like that.
Damn,
Bro,
yeah,
that's so crazy that you fucking minted that. That's fucking wild.
I love that,
yo,
man.
I got a question for all of y'all, bro. Like, so
Yeah.
did all of y'all actually make the fucking public mint?
Yeah, I've told this before, but DeGods was my third mint after finding Solana. I feel like our story is very similar. Like intro was
Yeah.
Top Shot. I didn't dabble in ETH at all, and then I found Solana like randomly, and DeGods was like a week after I found, and I was sitting at my kitchen table, laptop out, staring at Discord, phone next to me. Saw, you know, the time passed when we were supposed to be able to mint, and saw the Twitter notification pop up on my phone, password please mythic, and hopped in that shit and was able to mint mine.
Bro, that's fucking
And mine
crazy,
was
bro.
ass. It was it was a mushroom cap before the mushroom cap got derugged and looked cool. With I think the blue skin, overalls, and laser eyes. So it actually was like,
Damn.
it was not bad. Like I rocked that shit for a very long time until I, you know, burned it and turned it into a Mickey. But yeah.
Yo,
Not like
yo,
Airman's where like I minted something that like embodied me personally, but I like the DeGods brand I fuck with. So I was like, I'll rock this weird looking motherfucker for a while.
For sure. That shit was
Just
just
like-
crazy that was the one that popped up for me. I was just like, this gotta be
Yeah,
something.
that's
And it was
sick,
like,
dude.
and it was around the same time that I seen this Twitter account of some punk, and he was talking about how fucking he just like branded around his PFP, and I was like, I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
with this one. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
for sure, because this one I actually fuck with and it's sick. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that with this one.
That
Just
shit
be
is sick.
all in on DeGods.
Yeah. Facts.
And Slate, you made
Absolutely.
the did you make the public mint?
No, I wasn't in NFTs until like early October. It's kind of when I discovered it, and I caught
Word.
DeGods on the way back down. Like I don't know, I went to like 30, and I think I caught it at 6 before it went back down to 3. So that's when I
Damn,
got
that's
it.
fucking crazy, bro.
Nice.
Like, yeah, that's like my biggest like fucking bro. I still got like PTSD, bro, for every single mint, bro. Just because like you guys remember that day, and
Yeah.
Discord got shut down or whatever. And bro, like I didn't have fucking Twitter open, and like bro, so. Yeah, so I fucking completely missed like the whole fucking mint, bro. And that shit, by the time I looked, because that shit sold out in what was like seconds. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
quick.
Fuck,
I thought
yeah,
I was
bro.
like the messiah of Solana at the time, because my first 3 mints like sold out immediately, and everybody on Twitter was like, oh, fucking bought it. How did anyone get anyone? I was like, I minted Cyber Frogs, I minted Solana Bananas, I minted DeGods. Suck it, fucking losers. One of the 3 actually turned out to be something.
After I minted the DeGods, that's how I felt, because everybody's like, what the fuck? How did like anybody even get one in that? Like they fucking rug, they put it on Twitter, all this shit. I was like, well, I guess I just happened to be on Twitter at the right time.
chilling,
Like,
you know?
facts.
I feel like it used
Facts.
to be possible to mint shit without a bot, like just in public.
Yeah.
But I haven't hit one in a very long time, especially because it's normally on ME or something. So it's just
Well,
like,
also it's
not
everything's
happening.
100% whitelisted now, so it's like
yeah. So there's like
there was no
1,000 left
whitelist
for-
when there was pre-sale for DeGods, but there was still like the public supply was like 7,500 or something.
Yeah,
It was a
for
bloodbath,
sure.
dude. I miss it. It was fun.
Mhm.
Like, dude, I swear to God, like the only feeling. Never mind. I won't talk about hard drugs, but like sitting there waiting to mint a project and that feeling of like trying to connect your Phantom wallet, get your password in, maybe hit auto approve so you
yeah.
can try and
Mhm.
spam it.
Yeah.
That shit was insane, dude.
Facts.
Like nobody gets that
Experience.
anymore.
that was a wild
Now it's like,
time.
yeah, now it's like, oh, mint just started. Let me wait 3 hours because I have whitelist and see if I even want to mint this. It's like fucking boring.
Yeah, word.
I'm just like, what can you do, right? Like it's either you are whitelist and you can like reward the ones that are fucking with you, or then you put it on public, and if like you're really hyped, what, that shit's just gonna get botted. Like there's like multiple bot accounts and like even bot NFTs and shit like that, right?
Yeah,
So it's
oh,
like,
yeah.
where is the happy medium?
I don't know. Like I have yet to see something mint on what is it, Soulport, but
Yeah.
I've heard that their launchpad is unbottable, but I haven't mentioned anything on it yet, so I'm not sure how
Yeah,
that
me
works.
neither.
Yeah,
But
it's
also
supposedly
that's like-
unbottable, but they don't but nothing mints on it. So I don't know
Right.
how
And
useful that
also,
is to
like,
anybody.
you couldn't bot ME Launchpad the first 2 times, and then you could. Like, people adapt, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
well, Soulport changes their code between every mint. That's like their thing. That's why
okay.
they say you can't bot it. So
That's kind of
I don't
sick.
know.
I wish people would
Yeah.
quit fading. Like, you can launch on Soulport and then still be on Magic Eden, like, quit fading it. But honestly, if we're being real, it's not in a project's best financial benefit to not have a bottable mint, right?
Yeah, they want it to mint out no
Like,
matter what,
let that
right?
shit go nuts. Let people FOMO in on secondary and drive a bunch of volume to your project. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's a shitty way of thinking, but like, you know, the money's there for it. So like, I as much as I think it's like it sucks, it's understandable from a project standpoint of just making more money on secondary. But yeah, fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Whitelist meta is another thing that I can go on about forever. But all right, so you minted your Nebula Fresh Fade Degoat, and then I know it's got to be between you and Sid Vish. How did Degoats come about, and was it like how long after Degod's mint did this sub community kind of form itself?
Yeah. I want to say I just started fucking like calling my shit like the D goat and whatnot, right? Um and like a few times when I was posting, like I connected obviously with Sid Vish through Twitter. And then me and him just started DMing, and he was saying like, all right, I'm gonna take the lead on like creating the Twitter account. And I think this was a little bit after like Mickey D Gods. Because obviously like our server like channels and all this shit is within the Mickey D Gods Discord.
Right.
So it was very in line with, I want to say, maybe like 2 weeks after, maybe, I want to say like something like that. I want to say this shit was like end of November, early December is when like it started. Like we were like, all right, we made the Twitter and all that sort of shit. Because I remember he was even doing like MVPs and whatnot like by December.
Yeah.
And we like linked up in his portals one time. That shit was cool. And we were just talking between me, him, and who else was in there? I think it
Wait,
was
you can
Peaky
link up in
Blinder.
portals?
Yeah, you could do like a little like conversation like in portals. He just sent me a URL and was like, "Hey, let's talk in here." And I was like,
I
"All
didn't
right,
even know
bet."
that was live. I got one
I
of
didn't
them.
even know
I
that was a
should,
thing. Yeah, bro.
I
So we need to
mean,
start hosting
turn
the
my
show,
portals
bro.
into the hangout spot. Let's
Yeah, I was
go.
gonna say,
like
yeah.
it's just like this, but you're talking to like a blockhead character. I mean,
Exactly. It's
I
literally
don't really
like
get
this,
it.
but no video and just
Yeah.
like you're in
True.
there, right? But it has
True.
some aspects of being able to like show off NFTs in there and like all that sort of shit.
True.
So
All
I
right.
guess if like you want to do that. But it was cool. And yeah, so we just kind of like we just created this shit, and then I took the lead on like creating the group chat, and we've just kind of had like a Twitter group chat going of all the D goats in there for a little minute now. Just talking about, obviously various things. We've obviously talked about like our own project before and that sort of thing and what it would look like, but haven't really moved too much in that direction. But we did do this whole like merch thing,
Yeah. Are
which
you
I'm not
rocking the
gonna.
Degoats jersey right
Yeah,
now? Let's
you
go.
can see the.
Oh shit, you a fucking
Yeah.
legend, bro.
You can
Okay.
see the
Right.
jersey.
Yeah, we see you.
But yeah, so got these jersey made that just say D Goat on the top and like number 23, and then on the back it's D Gods 33.3%.
Hell yeah.
And then got the shorts too that have just like D Gods and like the logo on it and shit like that. Because we were just like, fuck it, like let's embody
Was that
this.
your
Like,
merch connect or?
yeah. I got this. I got this
Yeah.
made and just ordered. Everybody. I made it available to all the D Goats that wanted to order. I think we got like 10, 11 that wanted to like place the order for either shorts, jersey, or both. And
Nice.
yeah, we just got it in like last week and fucking started sending it out to everybody that orders. So now everybody
Let's
should
go.
have their merch. But yeah, these shits came out clean.
Bro, just in time for the Big 3 season 2. Damn.
You feel me? And the shorts you could wear anywhere. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like they just say D Gods on them, and just like they're just basketball shorts, so you could just rock them with whatever. I'm honestly excited to get the official merch, and I want to rock it with the "Fuck It We Ball" tee.
Oh, hell yeah.
That shit's
Word.
gonna go hard. But yeah, so that's kind of where just like D Goats came from. And now like after getting a little bit of like buzz on the timeline and like, buzz even with the other D Goats in the group chat, probably gonna like set up for a second order. And potentially make it available to just like all D Gods too, if they just want like the shorts or something like that. And figure it out from there. I also got a pair, like an extra pair that I'm trying to raffle off soon.
Ooh,
shit,
you
okay.
heard it here. I wonder if you couldn't put something together with the big three. Like I saw the official big three Twitter retweet, a DeGod's tweet the other day. Like I feel like that's not that out like off base to be able to have some kind of official, merch collab between DeGods and the big three, but it's like DeGoats, DeGods, and the big three. That would be insane.
Yeah, no,
I feel like that's kind of what like Jeff was talking about when he was on the show, right? Like they're going to be allowing the projects that have bought in to like do some stuff with merch, and Frank was talking about that too.
First of all, big props to remembering what Jeff was talking about, because he talked about a lot of shit.
Hey, dead ass though, that was crazy.
Hey, he just bought 2 DeGods though too, so
he
repped them as his PFP. So that's
Fair
surprising. That was surprising to me that he like
was
like fucking with
Jeff's
us like
a rider.
Yeah.
No, I've actually talking to some of those big three dudes before too, and like there could definitely be some synergy here in terms of like, providing official merch or providing like other types of jerseys, like whatever the case may be. We could get some sick ass like Killer 3 DeGod shorts or something for people to rock. Like, because I know not everybody's gonna rock the jersey, right? And like you're not necessarily rocking a jersey more than you're rocking shorts, most likely, because you could just throw the shorts on whenever, especially during the summer. Like,
yeah. I mean, dude, I saw a handful of people that bought Killer 3's jerseys, like no DeGod's branding at all. Imagine if they slap a DeGod's logo on those. Like, come on. That's like another official merch drop.
Did you see that? They released the jersey with the DeGod's patch on it. What it looked like. Yeah.
Right next to the Microsoft patch. Ever heard of them?
That shit looks dope.
Some light. Some real light.
Oh man, I fucking love that.
But no, a lot of the DeGoats are getting hyped too, just in terms of like what this could potentially mean for like the sub community based off of the Killer 3, because like all that is in sync. And then also you got fucking Air, fucking Michael Jordan's project on Solana, and actually one of the DeGoats is now like the head of marketing over there or something like that.
Really?
So it's just like,
oh shit,
could potentially be like collabs over there and just like all across like just the ecosystem in that realm of just like hoop and basketball.
I'd seen Sid bringing it up a little bit, but I didn't realize that we had like a man on the inside.
Yeah. And a lot of those guys too, like I remember fucking, I think one of the founders or something had bought like a DeGoat. He's not in our chat or anything, but I think they had like bought one a while ago.
Oh,
I don't know if they're still
I remember that.
to it, but
I remember that.
Damn, man. I guess I gotta hope Mickey's or DeGod's buy like a fast food franchise soon or something. We're gonna have to keep up sooner or later, man.
Hey,
Jeez.
We could probably organize that in the Mickey's chat, man. We got some big names in there now.
Yeah,
that's true,
bro. I was looking at the roadmap, bro, and for NYC, bro, like right next to fucking King Kong, bro, there's a fucking looks like a Mickey restaurant, bro. I don't know. So
not
might be a little surprise.
Little pop up.
Oh,
it's
man,
crazy.
I missed that.
Actually, I don't know if did you guys hear that one in Long Beach for Bored Ape?
Yeah,
I
saw something.
Yeah.
So
I heard about that.
Yeah, I ended up going there and just like checking it out, and I was like, yo, I could easily see Mickey DeGods with this shit. Like it was just like a little like cool pop up. Inside they had like a little window, but it's just like they got like bags on bags outside. It's just like you either get a burger and fries or you get like a fucking, what was it? Like a vegan burger and fries, and it's just like that's it. Like those are like the 4 menu items and a drink.
Yeah,
run it.
That'd be super on brand for Mickey's too, though. Like you pull up and it's like, do you want a burger and fries? Not even a vegan burger. It's like, do you want a burger and fries or you just want fucking fries?
Word.
Damn, that would be sick, dude. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull up the roadmap real quick. Okay, I see that now. Yeah. Are you on the list for tattoo at all?
Yeah, I told you I'm getting the DeGoat tattoo.
Oh shit!
When?
So you going to New York or?
Oh, of course. Yeah. New York. You're speaking, right?
I'm gonna be in New York. Yeah, I'm speaking too.
Yeah.
I actually just got my like panel shit today, so I'm gonna talk to him and start connecting with the people that are
nice.
On that
Can you sneak me and Slate into the event because we got denied for a media pass?
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I think we applied late. Like this is my first time being anything quote unquote media, but Mark Colser sent us like his acceptance email, and that's when I applied for the podcast. So I feel like we applied late because the email we got was like we had like thousands of applications. Yours didn't make it, whatever.
Didn't Mark get like
Obviously,
3 passes though? I think he's gonna have to hook it up for us.
If you got 3,
Right.
like we can just even if you got 2, we can just strong arm his and me and you can go. But
Yeah, for sure.
If we can finesse a
Like-
couple extras, that'd be sick. We can sneak
I
in
can
there.
see. I mean, I could at least reach out to him and be like, "Yo, can I get a media pass or two? Like,
yeah, tell him
can
you
I
need bodyguards,
recommend
bro.
some people? Yeah, you feel me?
Hell
But it's
yeah,
gonna be late. Actually, I was like planning on posting because I spoke last year too, right?
Yeah.
And I remember talking about fucking like Solana and DeGods in my fucking
I remember
what's
that.
it called in the panel, right? And I was actually gonna post a clip because I saw that they finally put it on YouTube, I think a little while ago, whatever. But it's so funny because like when you hear like the fucking people in the room, you got like 3-4 people just like cheering when I say Solana, like woo, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I wonder how different that's gonna be this year.
Oh,
Pulling
dude.
up, like, like, man, because like Solana was like not at
No.
all like present during that NFT NYC last year.
Bro,
Like,
you're gonna be
I
big
was-
pimping walking in there as a DeGod this year. Your name's gonna
you
ring
feel
out.
me? I'm like, I told y'all about DeGods last year in New York. If anybody in that
You
audience
faded?
listened to me,
You faded
like,
at 4 Soul.
if anybody in that audience listened to me, they up right now going back to NFT
Yeah.
NYC. You feel me? Like, they's up. But
Dude, I've said that
yeah.
before. Solana is gonna show out at NYC, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like too. Like it's finally that time because last year I was seeing shit like, oh, I'm on Ethereum and I'm on like Polygon and this and that. And I'm like, where the fuck are the Solana people at? Like, I
Yeah.
kept telling people I was in Solana and they were like, oh, word, that's cool. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it is fucking cool. Like, fuck
What's
y'all.
Oh,
You
that's
feel me?
cute.
Like,
Facts though.
like, nah, not no more. Y'all about to see what's up.
Yeah, I mean, how big is OpenSea's yacht party that they're throwing? Oh, they don't have one? Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, which
Couldn't be
yeah.
us.
Yeah, facts. Can't really.
Sheesh.
Hell yeah,
We
dude.
got there's gonna be
Yeah,
Solana shit every
Magic
day.
Eden just announced their shit, huh? With
Yeah,
fucking
man.
with Phantom. And then
It's,
you got obviously you got our event is gonna be fucking cracking.
I'm fired up. Me and Slade have the inside track. In true like DeGod's fashion, like not much is official, even though the event is, obviously like we're on the Magic Eden boat, like that's official, but like for the Thursday thing, we're still, working out some kinks, so we can't drop much alpha on it. But yeah, like
Yeah.
the main
What
goal
about the Friday
is like,
thing?
what Friday?
Is that
thing?
official?
Hey,
the-
does
I've not
all
heard of any
brunch?
Friday thing.
Okay, all right,
Brunch?
never mind. Yeah. Is that okay? Never mind.
does all of Divine Council get a fucking does all of Divine Council get an invite to the Magic Eden Yacht Party or what's up?
Yeah,
You got the
we gotta
alpha?
represent, right? We gotta represent.
I feel you know how the invites work. Are you allowed to say anything, JB?
I don't know because I think it's still so. I'll say this, and this is alpha, but it's also like it's throwing a slight bit of shade. And when I say we, I mean Magic Eden, not me. We at all. The whitelist for D Yacht
we.
Party was slightly oversubscribed, so we do have obviously our allocation of tickets that we get for being a sponsor at the event, but it's gonna be like, X amount of people for sure are like getting on the boat, and then it's gonna be like a general admission type deal where like show up early, get on the boat, great, chill. But I think like the max capacity of the boat, and this is not Magic Eden's fault. I think this is a miscommunication between, El Capitan of the yacht and Magic Eden. I think the max capacity was oversold by like 500 people. So if you're a
Sold to-
DeGod's
so-
listener and you acquire a ticket, because it's not, this is not every single DeGod's holder is allowed on. Like we are one of the partners on this boat. We have X amount of tickets. It's a good amount. It's probably like, second or third most on the boat, but it's still like kind of a limited event. So if you get one of these tickets, my alpha is pull up as early as you can to get on the yacht and chill.
Have any tickets been sold? What do you mean oversold? Because I didn't think that they were like out selling tickets yet.
So what I mean is like everybody who bought a sponsorship package from on the boat, like we bought as DeGod's X amount of tickets for X dollars of sponsorship, and that total number worked out to be 500 more than what we
What
were
it actually
told,
is.
what Magic Eden was told that the boat could actually hold. So I don't know if
Word.
that's because at first like the boat was going to be stationary, we were just going to party, and now the boat's actually going to like cruise for a little bit, so the
Well, that's
capacity
dope,
dropped
at
a little
least.
bit. Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning is, but like if you secure one of those tickets, and again, it's a lot. Like DeGods, I'm pretty sure I can say and not get in trouble. Like we have 150 tickets on this boat, so
Word.
it's not a handful. Like we have a lot of tickets, but if
Okay,
you
so
get
I'm
one of those
definitely
tickets,
adding Frank in the Divine Council chat.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
if you get one of them tickets, just make sure like you pull up early, ready to go, get your ass on that boat because it's gonna be packed. I don't know if there's enough life jackets.
Oh God.
No, I'm just playing. But yeah, little NYC alpha there. I'm fired up. Obviously, like the DeGods event on Thursday is holders only, like max capacity, like pull up and show
This would be
out.
fucking
Everyone's gonna be
crazy.
there. I'm getting sent merch from Mickey's. I'm getting sent, like I said, this rugby jersey. I'm getting sent, I think, like some D Beans coffee. Like people are just sending me shit. Hey, when you do the live podcast episode at the DeGods event, like Oprah this shit into the crowd. You get some Mickey's merch. You get a fucking
Word.
So it's good. The Thursday event is gonna be wild. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, if you're planning on pulling up to the yacht and you get one of those tickets, just make sure you're there on time. That's all I'll say.
That's lit. Maybe I'll have to give out the shorts there then.
I think that's a great idea. So I personally am getting this rugby jersey, like I said, from one of the UK guys, and I would love to have like a raffle at the Thursday event where it's a QR code. You just scan it, it pulls up your Phantom wallet. You pay $3, $5, whatever it is for a raffle ticket, and I raffle off the jersey that way. I think that'd be a sick way to do the shorts too.
I'm down. I got them literally right here, so I'm with it. We could do
Hell
it
yeah.
like that.
Hey, if you wear them first too, you'll get more for them.
Wow.
This guy.
Play some ball in them.
Yeah.
Goated. Whoever's getting it is goated.
Yeah. And they got to do a shoey in the shorts in order to win them. If you win and you don't shoey in the shorts, then you fucking pass them up and you give them to the next person.
Facts.
Let's go. Yo, that might be alpha too. Probably not, but I mentioned to the people organizing the Magic Eden yacht, like, hey, you know how you go to hockey game, football game, whatever, and you can buy like a souvenir cup, right? And it costs a little bit extra, but it's like this nice like plastic cup. Instead of that, can we have a souvenir cup, but it costs like $20 and it's a Magic Eden branded shoe and your beer just comes in this fucking shoe?
Wow.
And they were kind of about it, dude. How unreal would that be?
I mean, have they seen all the fucking videos, bro? They might do it after seeing all these videos.
Yo, honestly, like I'm not even the one that brought shoeys up. Maybe I was. I probably was, but
Yeah, it's definitely you.
Dude, if Shoey Summer like pulls its way through the next couple weeks until NFC NYT, whatever it is,
That'll be like the biggest shoey event.
Yeah,
You just have every single person on that boat do a shoey.
everybody, and it's not $20 for a pair of shoes either. Like it's souvenir cup style. It's $20 for one shoe with beer in it. So every pair of shoes you get two beers out of it.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm so fired up for NYC. Like I am in more than 3 fucking group chats of people that are coming. My personal goal, like whether it's on the yacht or it's at the event on Thursday, I want a video of as many people as possible simultaneously ripping a beer out of their shoe on either the yacht or at the DeGods event, and like talk about showing out, bro. Like we fucking throw this either a massive holders only event or on this sick ass Solana, yacht party.
It's going viral.
Right. And then we post a video on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, fucking whatever, of like 50 plus people all yugging a shoey at the same time. Come on.
Sounds fucking epic.
Yeah, I get
That'll
fired
go
up just
nuts.
thinking about it. All right. So, speaking
That'll
of,
be
I guess,
insane.
yeah, it's there's a lot that might happen in NYC that I'm very excited about. So it's gonna be real.
No, I'm hyped for NYC. I'm hyped for like being able to connect and know way more people this year, and for us to
Yep.
fucking show out over there.
Yeah.
I'm
I
hyped.
I don't think, and again, I'm not in tune with Ethereum much at all, but I don't think anybody shows up Solana at NYC at all. I
Nah,
just
facts.
I just don't see
Especially
it
Yeah.
happening.
listen, from my experience from last year, I don't see it happening. I
Yeah,
don't at all.
facts.
At
Fuck yeah.
all.
All right. So I'm going to use that as a segue, right? Because NFT NYC is a vacation for a lot of us. Speaking of vacations, let's talk about JetGetter. Let's talk about your project that you've been working on. This is something that actually started like way back. I remember like the OG vision for JetGetter, and now it's evolved into like something very fucking legit. So
Very true.
give us just like the elevator pitch, the breakdown on JetGetter, and then we can get into some of the details.
Yeah. I mean, Basis is just a Web3 travel brand that's trying to make travel accessible to more people. That's really just like the one liner right there.
Hell yeah.
Um, and we're able to do that because we're not like middlemen in this like travel industry or anything like that. Like we're the full supplier of these like partner destination itineraries and vacations that we have. So we get to decide if we want to accept Soul for it, accept Dust for it, or accept anything else for it. And move from there. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean you're a big traveler guy. Like I'm a little bit less of a traveler myself, kind of locked down, but the idea of being able to pay for a vacation in crypto period is appealing because that just means one less, transaction that I got to cash out through an exchange and pay taxes on. So I'm all about it.
Facts. That was a part of the reasoning behind creating this as well.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I forget what it might have been like the NYC tickets. Yeah, like I pulled out a little bit of crypto to pay for them, and in the back of my head, I'm like, sick. Now I'm paying 20% tax on this shit. Awesome. Who are your plugs, or like, is it just from you traveling? Like, how are you able to make this project even a thing where you kind of are like this wholesale, like we'll call you the AAA of Solana?
Yeah, I mean, so we have someone on the team, the travel OG, who is essentially has been in tourism for 40 plus years, and has been facilitating and having these partnerships for like 10 plus years in Web 2. And has done a number of trips in all these various destinations. We got India, Dubai, Maldives, Greece, Bhutan, Turkey, and a few others, and really has built out these itineraries to where all the logistics for those particular places like matter the most, right? Like if you take a trip to India right now, like you really want to make sure that all these logistics are handled prior to you pulling up there, like having a car and driver, proper transportation that you can rely on, proper tour guide and translator, having your activity set up and all these things, versus like it's not one of those places where you can just show up and like now I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, because it's going to be much harder to do that.
Oh yeah.
um and so figuring out those logistics and kind of giving of like a almost like a basis point of like what your vacation can look like, and you can go like straight off of that, or then you can customize it yourself based off of like days you're going to be there, what your preferences are. Like if you're big into like I want to try new foods, then it's like we'll make things more specific to like food based and have you try a lot of those foods. Or if it's someone that's mad into like wildlife photography or something like that, we're going to put you on safari tours and that sort of thing, where you can see
Let's
wildlife
go.
and customize
Oh,
it in
that's
that
dope.
way. But it's all about just like those prior connections that have been able to have, and he's been able to have for so long within the industry, and just bringing that into Web3, giving the ability to pay for it in Sol, in other SPL tokens, giving the ability to use like staking technology and that sort of thing to reward people that are holders of the NFT, to go and take these trips. And a big thing that we're seeing, and especially talking about like NFT NYC, right? And I think just a lot of like projects that we're seeing right now, it's like so many are boasting like these IRL events.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, we're gonna do IRL events, we're gonna do events here, we're gonna do events here, and all this sort of thing. And it's like that's great because you're connecting people together, but then what kind of goes past like that maybe one night that you guys have connected, right? Like what actually becomes like the value of pulling up to those events or potentially like traveling for those events or whatever the case may be. And I just think like travel is another way to kind of like, complement those events and, give you an experience that you may not have done before. And like, one that's going to be memorable for a very long time, but at the same time, you're connecting with other people that you've connected with, like on Discord or like created a sub DAO with, or people in your communities, right? Because we have the ability to, book up to like 500 people on a vacation, right? Like imagine imagine a bunch of DeGods like just fucking pulling up to the Maldives and doing shoes in the
Hell
Maldives
yeah,
together.
dude.
Like we have the ability to like actually make that a reality.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like we can offer a lot of these communities and projects, to where like our revenue stream is very much in that travel way. And for the people that, hold the NFTs of ours, they're going to get rewarded through that, right? And I think that's a big thing, like just in projects as a whole. It's like, what is kind of like, how are you making money outside of just like being on secondary?
Yeah.
And I think that's where like, being in the space for so long, I'm sure we've seen a bunch of like this is going to be a revenue sharing project and we're going to like give royalties from secondary back to our holders. And it's like, cool, but who's buying the NFTs? Like,
Right.
like we've seen a
And
bunch of those
why?
projects just like go away.
Yeah.
Off of like just offering royalties back to their holders, because it's like somebody's got to buy this shit, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, how do you generate revenue and money outside of that? And so that's, it's like we're really trying to build like a overall like business that's gonna pioneer travel on Solana.
Dude, I mean, I love that. The group trip idea didn't even really cross my mind, like, because like I said, I'm in a bunch of like NFT NYC group chats with some DeGods, and it's like chaos, dude. You know what I mean? It's where are you staying? What are we doing? Like, are we, what are we eating to this day? Whatever. Like, the idea that you can pull up with a group of your Web3 homies and just, all right, we'll take, NFT NYC for 10 people, please. And we'll pay in Solana. Like, come on. Too
You
easy.
feel me? Like, I'll have all the Mickey D gods pull up somewhere,
Oh,
Mickey D gods in Dubai. You guys all pull up in the polos together, like just to take
hell yeah.
over. Like,
Dude,
shit
don't
is
tempt me
lit.
with a good time.
Let's go.
Shit is lit.
Hell yeah. Oh my God. So, and then you're talking about, taking Solana, obviously you're thinking about taking dust. Like, that's fucking fantastic. Is there any like limitations, or is it more of a, you have already sculpted, and that's probably not the right word to use, but I'm thinking about Michelangelo for some reason, but have you like created these packages already, or is it more of a like I can go anywhere I want and pay in crypto thing?
So all these packages for our partner destinations are all like ready to go. The
Okay.
main thing behind it is more so like just doing the logistic, like technology wise, of how it's going to be booked. And so pretty much what we're thinking is that like, every booking is going to be an NFT, and the NFT is kind of like your confirmation. And now this NFT is just like available for you to redeem at any time. So like, you imagine you buy this now, you could use this like a year and a half, 2 years from now, whatever the case is, or you can trade it onto the open market if like you end up not being able to take that vacation anymore or anything of that sort, if you like book a whole vacation, right? But there's like certain aspects right now where it's like it's not open to like the entire world, as far as just like, yeah, you can book anywhere you go, because we're not really in the
Sure.
realm of like Expedia or like a booking.com or something, where it's just like we're just going to put all these flights here, all these hotels here, boom boom boom, just booking
For sure.
crypto, right? This is more so about like legitimate, like hand selected, like curated,
Curated, yeah.
trips, vacations, experiences. Like personally, like I've been on like 3 or 4 of these like trips myself to go like test out the quality and like see
Oh,
if this is actually
not
where
a
like
bad
somewhere,
gig.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not a bad gig at all, but like see see if this is like something like where, I would feel comfortable recommending this and like, having someone book this and like knowing that they're going to have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And that's just like a big thing about me. It's like if I'm recommending something or I'm talking about something, like I'm in it myself. Like
Yeah, like you know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah, word. That's dope.
you know what I'm saying? Like I've done it myself, I've experienced it myself, like, and all that sort of thing. And so Yeah, so right now it's like it is to those curated like destinations. But what I will say is like being able to have like a reserve obviously on deck. There are certain aspects where we'll be able to leverage the fact that we have this community and brand, and be able to build within the travel space, right?
Mhm.
And that kind of leads me into like this aspect of like a media portion that we're trying to do, where it's just like I see all this like travel content out there, and it's like it looks great. You see shit on drones, you see the 4K and all that shit, and you're like, all right, this looks amazing. But it doesn't fully give you like a sense of what it's like to travel there, right? It doesn't fully give you like an authentic feel of like what you could expect by just being in the surroundings
Of
of that
course, yeah.
area. And so trying to bring some of that more like authentic media out, but like that's where we can really leverage potentially like brand and community for partnerships with like properties in different places. Because we know like essentially what they're looking for based off of the partnerships that we already have in these various destinations. Like we know like if how much percentage of like available rooms they have through the year and what they expect out of us. Like we can funnel people over there and be like, okay, we can increase your occupancy percentage or whatever the case is. And so that's where we have the opportunity between like media and being able to funnel people over there for leveraging potential future partnerships in like different places.
Yep.
As far as like hotels and resorts, there's not like when it comes to airlines, there's not really too much. Like we have our specific like partnered airlines now, just ones that go from the US to these particular destinations. But as far as like making money on like airline tickets and there being a big partnership, there's very, very small margins when it comes to like airlines.
Sure.
So that might be something where it's just like we're more so like reimbursing people. And especially with an international community, it's like you're better off getting it from your like local source of being able to like buy a plane ticket because of things like taxes and like what local taxes versus like our taxes would be, et cetera, et cetera.
Word.
So when it comes to like the airlines and like flights, there's not really too much of like a margin percentage there where it really makes sense. But as far as like properties and activities and experiences, that's more so the realm that we're going to be in when it comes to like expanding into other locations and being able to like leverage the fact that like, yo, we have this brand, we can provide media for you, we have like a bunch of people a part of our community, and like almost like creating people, like almost like turning people from our community into like content creators when it comes to travel.
Hell
And it's
yeah.
like, okay, now you go like test it out, now you go like test it out, take content for us and like put it together and like be a part of that whole like
Become a travel
experience. Yeah,
influencer.
exactly, like become a travel
Hell
influencer,
yeah.
but like not these like bullshit ones that just like tell you
Yeah.
like they don't even tell you that it's like, oh yeah, I got paid by this place to recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Like we want something where it's like you guys are gonna go like do it yourself, figure it out, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you're not paid to like shill what this hotel is. We just want you to give your honest and true feedback of like, is it good, is it not good, whatever the case
Sign
is.
me up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
hey,
it's like,
I've
oh,
seen
you
your
need a
videos.
tester?
I've seen your videos, Slate. So I know you're already down
Yeah,
and top of
I'm
the
ready,
list over
bro.
there.
Wait, what video?
I just like make travel videos and stuff, or I have in the past when I travel.
Since
I travel a
when?
lot.
Where?
Yeah, I was
Come
gonna
on.
say, Slate, when you become
The
a travel guy,
fuck?
bro? What the fuck? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Damn, y'all didn't even
Bro,
know
I
this. I'm
travel
dropping
all the
alpha and you're a
time.
host.
Facts.
Bro,
You're
I mean,
dropping
we
alpha
knew
on
that
us, for
you
sure.
like were in Puerto Rico with some random girl a couple weeks ago, and like almost had to rug the podcast. But I didn't know that you
Yeah.
like did this officially.
For one thing, rugging the podcast was never in question. I was always going to show up, and I
Unless
did.
the power went out.
But
in
I
the
don't do
entire
any. I don't do
country.
it officially. It's yeah. Well, it's just for fun, Like I don't. I'm not like a travel influencer, but I just make videos and shit. So
Is it
yeah.
an Instagram thing?
Slate's actually
No.
one of the first people that I like was talking about this project with. I feel like in the DMs because like you were
Yeah.
doing the project too, I think at the time, or like coming up with some sort of art,
Yeah, I was
and I was
thinking
just
about
like,
it.
yeah, and I was just like talking about the idea and like all this sort of stuff of travel, and that's where fucking he sent me the video. I think of Japan, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that shit, so I was just like,
Let's
I
get
already know
Japan on the list.
Slate's ready to go. Yeah, Japan would
For
be
sure.
a dream.
Yeah,
Japan would
absolutely.
be a dream.
That sounds
That's where
cool.
my
Yeah, I just got rugged from Japan in February. I had a ticket there for like $600 round
Same,
trip.
bro.
and had to cancel it.
400, I think March. Supposed to be my
Fuck.
wife's and ours honeymoon. Rug,
Yeah,
dude.
because they still had the 2 weeks
I knew it was
thing.
too good to be true, but
I think the quarantine's done though. Like they're like landing quarantine or whatever. I don't think Japan has it anymore. But that's just
I heard
something
that it was
recently.
going away in like
Wait.
June.
Okay,
is this Slate Mark II on TikTok with 1.1K fans? Is this the travel blogger? Oh, all right. We'll dig into that later. Damn, I just lost my train of thought a little bit from that. For the record, the word that I was looking for when I said sculpted was curated. I was on that similar museum tip, you know what I mean? But hadn't quite landed it yet. All right, Jet Getter, what's the timeline on that?
So this is I'll do some like high level alpha for y'all because this announcement's not out yet, but it's supposed to be going out later today.
Let's fucking go. Okay, let's go.
But essentially what we're gonna do is like a first early access mint next week with 1,001 supply. So right now I think we have like about 1,500 people or so like signed up on whitelist and whatnot with their wallet synced. This is not going to be the full collection, but we're essentially calling it the first class mint for like a early access to do almost like a pretty much like a proof of concept. I feel like with the way like trending, with the way like everything is trending now, like all these 10,000 like NFTs dropping, all these like, you know, I'm not going to speak ill on other projects, but all these like NFTs, like, you know, all these NFTs kind of flooding the market and everything of that sort. Just want to take almost like enough funding from that first round to be able to fully build out the booking platform, scale and compensate the team, and start rewarding people with like these trips and doing like kind of the content creator shit that I was mentioning to where we can start, you know, actually having legitimate content and marketing like fully on the timeline, people actually taking these trips and able to, you know, start with the kind of like word of mouth, because right now it's all like conceptual, right, where it's just like, you know, you guys know we have these connections but nobody's actually been on these trips yet,
right?
And so we want to start getting that going and potentially partnering with DAOs for like, you know, their own like community trips, and, you know, even potentially providing more utility to other communities by offering some sort of like exclusive pricing and that sort of thing.
Okay.
But so next week we're gonna plan on doing that kind of like first drop, and it'll be exclusively for the people that currently have like whitelist and OG roles. And yeah, we'll take that initial round of funding and essentially do like a proof of concept before we do a wider launch to get more people in.
I could be way off base here, but would it make more sense to just use the mint funds to buy a PJ and fly around and just like shuttle people to these vacation things?
Simply buy a PJ.
Well, I'm just thinking like, okay, I mean, what's the price of gas, bro? Because the price of gas for us is like, you know, wild. So what's the price of gas for like the fucking PJ, bro?
That's
has that shit been going crazy?
That's a good point.
That's my first thought.
What's funny is I've legitimately actually talked to someone that has like a private charter company and is like a director of operations. And he was like, listen, if you want to buy a PJ, this is how much it's going to be. And you could use this PJ as a form of like creating revenue and all this sort of thing. But it's like, I mean, it's definitely more expensive than what like Solana mints are right now. Like even if I did a 10K collection and dropped it next week, like still not going to be able to buy the PJ yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
I said
there is yeah, but there is certain aspects of like being able to like go through them for like really, really like high giveaways as far as
premium trip.
You want like a private jet trip just like within the US or something like that. But there's also like this kind of like shuttle shit that they do. And I was actually looking at it for potentially NFT NYC. Don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna put it out there. But there's this like essentially service that they do where they can do like a private jet from New York to Boston and back. And so I was like, okay, like that could just be like a fun like experience for like a one day thing. Like, let's hop on the PJ, go to Boston, have a nice meal,
Boston
come back.
Is fire.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never been to Boston before, so it's fun. That'll be mad fun. Yeah, so I mean, again, not gonna like throw this out there, but what I'm saying is like connections like have definitely been made in various parts of this travel shit, and so it's not off. It's definitely not completely off base though, as far as like having a PJ and shit like that. It's definitely something that I thought was way more of a dream, and then when I talked to this person, I was like, yo, we could actually
go.
Figure out a way to make this
word.
happen potentially. Like there might be something here.
Hell yeah.
Based off of like, you know, obviously just scaling the business
Right.
and gaining revenue and all that type of shit. But
Do you
it's not completely off base.
Okay. That's what's up, man. This is the last question that I have personally on JetGetter, but do you have IRL events, you know, in the roadmap at all? Like obviously the entire you know, thesis on the project is this travel company, Web3 travel company, but you know, because travel is a very much real thing, you know, Web0, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is that something that you plan on doing at all in the future?
Yeah, I would say events are like where we get a bunch of holders together. It's definitely there and on the, you know, like on the blueprint, like, you know, moving forward. It's not something that I've like fully just like thought through. So like obviously I didn't, you know, want to
Well, you
put
need
it like
holders first, so
on
that's
our
fair.
exactly didn't want to put it on our white paper or nothing like that.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I can definitely see IRL events like being a thing, and I can even see IRL events being a thing in these partner destinations that we have. And it's just like, okay, like, you know, for the holders that potentially are good to cover a plane ticket cost, if we handle everything else, are you down to pull up?
Yeah.
Like accommodation
That'd be
and like
sick.
the event and everything of
word.
that
That would
sort,
work
right?
perfectly for something like MIC. Like just
Once
get
again, I'm
there
in.
and we'll handle the rest.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say that
feel
sounds
me?
fucking awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if everything was just
So
like, you know, already like prepared,
And these
or
hacker
fucking, like,
houses are
it's
in
almost
some
like it's
wild
automated.
spots, bro. We had
yeah.
somebody, one of the Divine Dogs guys was at like a hacker house in Amsterdam the other day, and that's probably kind of sick.
Yeah.
Word.
Honestly, like I was actually talking with somebody else like within the DeGods community, and we were trying to figure out how to do like a DeGods jet getter like event in Greece. Like on a
Ooh.
yacht, like
At the
That's actually
shit,
Parthenon,
like
can we finally fly
sailing
fucking
around.
what's his face out to the
Yeah,
Parthenon?
sniper
Fill
dude.
When's
his
the
D
Parthenon?
oath.
Now.
Yeah.
Facts.
Jeez.
So yeah, I mean, we were talking about that. Like we haven't spoken in a little while, but we were trying to make some traction on that and just see like when potentially people would be available and all this sort of stuff. But definitely just right now, just focused on like the mint of the project and everything, and then like we could get
Sure.
into all the fun shit like
yeah.
after.
That's sick, man.
So
That's very fun too. What's side question? What's your favorite like vacation spot? What's your favorite place to travel?
damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I feel like it's hard to choose a full like destination, but what I will say is like the vibe that I enjoy the most is anywhere that I can get like by the water
Okay.
for like at least some point of the trip. If I can get by or on the water, like jet skiing or like on a beach or like somewhere and like see the water of like different places,
Okay.
like that's the type of vibe that I fuck with the most.
Are you
I will say though,
Go ahead.
no, I will say though, like one of my favorite places that I've traveled so far, definitely like Costa Rica is up there. And then India, of course, is up there, but like slightly of that is bias, and I can recognize that because like I'm Indian myself. I have family there. So
Yeah.
it's like even that much more of like a different like experience for me, like especially when I'm like in Bombay, because like I move around like I'm from there almost. Like I just have like all my shit like in order and
I run
like
this
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like like my uncle's a chef out there. He's got like a couple restaurants, so I'm just like
Dope.
constantly eating over there. Like
So are you from
India seems
just
like
good ass food.
To me, India seems like it'd be hectic as fuck if you don't know what you were doing. So like you know, your guys'
See that.
thing, like setting up the driver and tour guides and stuff seems like it'd be
Clutch.
like a great help on a trip like that.
Oh, 100%, bro. Like, cause it's so many fucking people. Like, it's so many people. It's like I wouldn't even want to attempt driving out there. Like, if y'all saw the streets, like people don't fucking drive in lanes. Like,
I've
it's just
seen
one
videos,
big,
dude.
yeah. Like, it's just one big thing, and like everybody's trying to just get past each other, like,
It's like,
on this one.
you ever seen a
big
video
road.
of like blood cells, like in a science class or some shit, and they're all just flowing at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
word.
It's literally
that's what
that.
that shit reminds me of.
It's literally that all the time. So the fact that you don't have to worry about like driving and none of that shit is just like a blessing in itself.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: Are you
And
from
Ubers.
somewhere that's like not coastal? Because like me personally, I'm from South Florida. I grew up surrounded by water my whole life. So when I go on vacation, like I want to like maybe hike in the mountains. You know what I mean? Like I want to get away from the coastal type of shit. Are you from somewhere not coastal, and that's why when you go on vacation, you're like, "Yo, get me on the water, get me on a jet ski," or does it just not matter to you? You just fucking love the water.
I just fucking love the water. Cause
Okay.
like, so I was born in Arizona, but like when I was like in middle school, I moved to
See,
the
that's
Bay
what I'm
Area.
saying. There isn't a drop of water in Arizona.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
just thinking.
but-
Yeah, probably because it's dry as fuck, bro. Like
when I moved to the Bay Area, like I was by water all the time. Right.
Bay
So like,
Area. All right,
yeah.
yeah, word.
you already know. And now I'm living in LA, so I'm like, I'm by water too, like
Right.
by beaches and that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't
The
know. It's
island
just
vibe
something.
just hits different, bro. Like you said,
Yeah.
Costa Rica.
That's a fact.
Like,
That's
yeah,
a fact,
islands are
yeah.
just dope.
Islands for sure hit different. And then it's just something about just like being near the water that I just fuck with. Like
Yeah.
even like a view of water and just like all these things where like if I get like a view of just like some beautiful scenery and like water from like where I'm staying at, like it's just fucking like
There's
hella
definitely
peaceful to me.
something like I don't like peaceful almost, bro, or like
Yeah, you know,
salt
that's
water
fucking-
specifically too. Just like
Yeah.
hits different. So I get what you're saying. I was just wondering because, yeah, I mean, you know, I grew up on the beach, so like when I go on vacation, I'm like, I don't want to go to the beach. I want to do something different. So
Nah, that
And-
for sure makes sense. That's for sure makes sense.
I was gonna say for me, bro, like I don't fucking know how to swim, bro, but you know, there actually is like one place, bro. Like, so my mom, she's actually from the islands, bro. She's from this place. It's a small ass
Island
fucking
gal.
island. Yeah. It's called fucking it's called Palau. It's this small place. It's by the Philippines. This fucking island, bro. Like you barely see this shit on the map.
Never heard of
And
that.
yeah.
There.
It's Palua, I believe. And yeah, that's where my mom's from, bro. So she came to the States when she was like fucking like 17 or some shit, bro. But yeah, bro, I looked that shit up on the internet, bro. I think if anything, I was thinking like, man, bro, I think, you know, I might want to pull up, bro. They got this fucking I don't know if I would do it or not, but they have this shit. It's called Jellyfish Lake. And it's like
Oh,
all
I've
these
seen
fucking
that.
jellyfish.
That's why it sounds
yeah,
familiar.
where all those
Yes.
people are inside of it. Yeah, they're inside
But
the
they don't
fucking
sting
lake
you
with all
though.
the
They're
jellyfish.
cool jellyfish. I've
Yeah,
seen that.
word.
They're chill.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
like Salt Lake City or something because you don't have to know how to swim because you can just float.
No, see, I don't even know, bro. I don't know shit about water, my dude. But you know, I mean, I think that I've heard about some places because I'm not like a big like fucking like traveling dude. But
Yeah.
you know, one of my homies, bro, like he used to do dog mushing in Alaska.
Let's go.
Yeah. He used to do dog mushing. He said that he would jump on a helicopter. They fucking like, you know, take him on fucking drop him on fucking icebergs and shit. You know what I mean? Doing all
Yeah.
that crazy shit. So, you
wild.
know, yeah, word. So, you know, I don't know. Like, I think it'd be dope to fucking like, you know, just fucking go to Alaska because I think that should just be fucking like beautiful.
Alaska's
You know what I
sick.
mean?
Alaska's
Yeah,
fucking
like-
sick. I went like last July. That shit is fucking dope.
Isn't
Yo,
it
fucking Mr.
sunny all the
Worldwide.
time too in the summer?
I
Bruh, it
don't
was
know.
like 11:30 and the fucking sky was still like light outside and I was confused as shit. Like I
There's
was
like
mad
one day
confused.
every year where it's like sunny, and at least in one spot where it's like sunny for 24 hours or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that
Yeah.
shit was
it never goes
fucking
down for the
crazy
whole
to
day.
me.
That
I
would
was
trip
like,
me
there's
out.
no
man.
way it's this late right now. Hey, but no lie, they actually had some fire weed in Alaska.
Oh,
Is it
word.
really?
I don't know if
what
y'all
else?
I don't think I've
What else you
ever
gonna do
heard
out
that,
there, man?
I don't know if y'all smoke, but like I was very surprised because like I've smoked in some other places that are like, you know, recreational and all this sort of shit.
Yeah,
But
it's just like
Alaska
some
was
mid.
like Alaska to me
Good
was
for
like
them.
second best to Cali. And I was like, word, this is lit.
Oh
Really?
shit.
Good for them.
Yo,
Is
this-
it like,
that might be
do
the
they
alpha
have like
right there, bro.
recreational weed there?
That's the
Is it
alpha.
legal?
Yeah, it's
think so,
legal.
right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have like dispensaries and all that shit. But I
That
was
would be
like, I was
cruel to not have weed
I was-
legal in Alaska, bro.
yeah, for real. For real. No cap. But yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised by that because like I've smoked in like Portland before, Vegas, like and tried some of the weed from their dispensaries and I've been like disappointed for the most part. So definitely Alaska if you like to just fucking chill out, vibe, nature scenery and you want to smoke too, that's definitely a dope
So
spot.
what else do you
Yeah,
do in Alaska
like a
besides
vibe, bro.
smoke? Like ice fish?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, bro,
I didn't personally ice fish.
Yeah, because
There was
I
like
mean,
there
like
was
hiking and shit, right?
I was gonna say,
like hiking, like little outdoor stuff. There's like this little train that we took between like cities. So like started off in Anchorage and then went to some of these other cities. I don't know if y'all remember like the Olympics last year.
Yeah.
There was like this swimmer from this small town of Alaska that won the gold medal. And it was so funny because I was in that city like the night that she won, and they were going fucking nuts. In,
It
like,
was
the
lit,
one
huh?
in the one street that they had, they were fucking cheering like fucking
Their
crazy,
one
like
street.
cars honking, like
That's their
all
hometown
types
hero.
of shit. It was wild. Yeah, hometown hero for real. But yeah, there's like this beautiful train, like mad scenery. We took like a cruise, saw like a glacier and shit, like saw a bunch of like little
That's
wildlife
I've
and
heard
whatnot
like the
out there.
cruise
Like,
to Alaska is the move. I've heard from a lot of people that like that's. I've been on
I've
a
heard
couple
that too.
cruises and it's like, I mean, it's sick because it's all you can eat, all you can drink all fucking day, and you're on the
Yeah.
water the entire time. But I've heard specifically like the cruise to Alaska is unreal. I'd be scared
yeah,
of
they
icebergs.
got a
personally.
lot of dope stuff. They got a lot of dope stuff out there for sure. I mean, if you just like scenery and like that kind of like more nature feel, like you will for sure fuck with that.
Yeah, Alaska sounded like the
And like
move, bro. Like this all sounds fire to me.
Denali Mountains and shit too. Like it's dope to see. It's dope as fuck to see.
Yeah, I'm not a big cold fan personally.
See, I'm a fucking super big cold fan, bro. I got hoodies for days.
I'm about to have
Bro,
hoodies for days after this
days.
merch drop, dude.
Facts. Hoodies for
For
days, bro. We
real,
hoodied up,
when
bro.
merch.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, hey, that's what it's about, bro. Like, that's my favorite season, bro. Fuck summer, bro. Like, I'm all about fucking fall,
Fuck summer.
winter.
Come on.
Oh hell yeah, bro. I'm anti-summer. That's me.
I'm
bro.
not.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him on that. Like summer sucks, dude. Like my
Okay, well,
theory
that's-
is you can always put on more clothes to get warmer, but you can't strip away that much to get colder. So
Yo, I actually completely agree with that.
yeah.
Facts.
Like completely, like
All right.
no.
Well, I live in Minnesota, so shit gets to like negative 30 degrees. in the
True,
winter,
and then
so
your
Yeah,
summer
word.
like
Yeah,
it
not
hits
with
like
it.
70, and you guys are like, "Oh my
No,
god!"
I mean
let's
it
go.
gets up to like 100 in the summer. It's like a
Really?
crazy yeah. It gets up to like
Damn.
90s and 100 sometimes, but normally like
Zero humidity,
upper
though.
70s, low 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
No lie, I feel like I've been mad spoiled like in the Bay as far as like their weather goes, because it's like a pretty consistent
Yeah,
like
dude.
weather year round, to where like even in the summer you're wearing hoodies, even in the winter you're wearing like shorts, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's just
I mean,
like
that's just
fucking
Cali
year
weather,
round
bro.
similar weather.
Sounds nice, bro.
Well, like here it's hotter, right? Because like in LA, I've been feeling the heat a little bit lately, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck, like.
But
I
even like,
can't
dude,
wear
I've been to
hoodies out
San
here like
Diego
that.
in the summer, and like, it's not bad. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's not bad.
dude, South Florida, Charleston in the summer, like, you're fucking inside, or you're either inside your house or you're inside a bar or something. Like, you're not. But I've been to like San
Mad air
Diego in the summer.
conditioning.
I've been around Cali in the summer, and it's like breezy, not that humid. Like, that. I mean, that's why. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
it
not
costs so
humid.
much to
That's
live
the
there,
thing.
dude.
It's not humid.
Yeah.
It's not humid, and that makes a huge difference.
Huge. Oh, give me 100 degrees all day. Like Slate's talking about Minnesota being 100 degrees. Like I've been in Wisconsin in the summer, and it's like, yeah, it's 95, but it's 0% humidity and there's a breeze. It may as well be like
Yeah.
68, like in the South. Oh yeah.
That's hella funny.
But yeah, bro, I'm fucking like anti-summer, bro. Like fucking, bro, all these fucking like
All these kids going to
bugs,
the
my
pool.
dude.
I can't fucking swim.
All this shit, yeah,
Can't
that
swim,
bro,
there's
the fucking
bugs.
bro. I've been killing, bro. I've been out here, bro. Like fucking, I've been on the warpath, my dude. You know what I mean? Like I'll fucking like I'll get home and shit, bro. I'll fucking like like go outside or some shit, like go on my back porch, like take my dog out or some shit, bro. Like, and bro, I'll just see like a fucking like a spider like the size of like fucking like a computer mouse or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because I moved to this like
Jeez.
nice ass county and
Horsefly.
shit, bro. Yeah, I moved to this fucking like nice ass county, bro. And that's the thing, bro. It's like different places, bro. They got different like ecosystems, bro. And like, bro, it's not just the county's wealthy, bro. These animals are like wealthy with nutrition. my
These
dude.
animals are
motherfuckers-
eating well.
Hey, dead ass. Like these motherfuckers is strong. Like dead ass. Like bro. Like So, it's just, bro, I'm always just fucking like, I feel like I'm always, I won't say like looking over my shoulder, but it's like, I say I'm just chilling outside, having a conversation, but I'm always like kind of like looking like, wait, what the fuck is that? Was that a leaf? Like, oh, that's not a leaf. Like, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like,
that
hold
leaf
up,
has
bro,
legs. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, bro. Like, nah, I've been seeing
Damn.
some menacing shit, bro. Like, I need to start fucking like
Are you
taking
in
pictures of
Australia?
this shit, bro. It feels like
Sounds like it.
It feels like it.
Damn,
Straight up, bro.
bro.
Like, but yeah, bro. Like, that's why I like the fall, bro. Because in fall time, bro, it's like there's
Yeah.
not shit, bro. But the only thing that's fucking I'm stepping on, bro, is fucking leaves, bro. That's the only thing that's
That's
crunching.
the only
underneath
crunch.
your shoes,
Yep.
Yep. And it's like, bro, I got the hoodie on, bro. Like, it's just, it's a vibe. It's like, it's never like too hot. You know what I mean? Like, it's never like too cold. You just fucking out here, bro. Like, that's like time to like move around. You don't need to get shit. You don't need to get shit done. And I feel like during the summer, like,
no, you don't
I
get
remember
shit done during the summer.
Bro, I wrote a fucking paper. Did I tell you guys this? I wrote this fucking paper on like how like more people like die. Like I saw because I used to sell papers. Did I tell you guys this?
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
used to sell
paper.
Yeah, I used to sell papers, and I wrote this paper
that.
on how more people die like during like during the summer statistically.
Yeah.
And also in like hotter locations, how they have like lower life expectancies and shit. Because that's the thing, bro. Like people.
It's
Yeah,
tough
bro,
out
it's
here
like- it's
for
like a
a
real
pimp,
serious.
man.
hey, dead ass, bro. Like, but besides all that, bro,
Built
fuck,
different
bro,
in
I'm
the
stop fucking with
South.
summer, bro.
All right, I got
Fuck.
a couple questions from the community here. We touched on a lot of them already. I snuck them in there, but this one's kind of good. What's your favorite dead trait? And it's got to be something that you don't already have.
Oh damn, that is a good one. Fuck.
He's like, bro, all I look at is my own DGod all day.
I was gonna say, I know
I
which one
really-
mine is.
I do really fuck with the other like mythic skins, like the icy and what's the green one called?
The
Acid?
radioactive.
Acid.
Oh, radioactive.
Like
Oh wait, yeah,
those-
radioactive.
Those are fire.
The transcendent one's crazy.
The transcendent
Yeah.
one is insane.
Yeah, that one is fire too. I fuck with those. I like the way that they fucking turn the glasses into black glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones?
Um,
The like
All of them.
swirly ones?
All of them
Yeah, I
except
think
for
there
the
was-
money sign are the only ones that.
Yeah,
are
like
black.
all the glasses are like black glasses now, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dark
The
shades.
Rayman
like-
looking ones are
OP.
dope.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
those
I
were the
fuck with
ones that were like the fucking hypnotist swirl glasses
Yeah.
that look cheesy
Yeah,
as shit. Now
massive
they're
D-Rug.
just
Yeah.
now they're just clean ass Ray-Bans. Yep, fuck with those.
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Those look clean as shit.
Your alien
What was the other
glasses,
one?
bro. Like they did the best they could, but those are, that's a tough D-Rug right there.
100%. I'll take it though. I'll take it. It's all
I think
good.
the backgrounds are all pretty fire.
Yeah, the backgrounds are fire.
Oh, the mythic backgrounds
Um,
are unreal, yeah.
Yeah. And I really fuck with what's the like the armor, the gold armor with the spikes on it.
Yeah, the mythic armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mythic armor, that shit is fire.
Yeah.
That shit is fire.
That and the robe.
So
The
God,
silk
yeah.
robe, bro. It's my favorite, bro. The silk
No,
robe is
not
to be
the silk
sickest.
robe.
Really?
The mythic
No.
robe.
Yes.
Mythic robe.
The
Mythic-
silk robe where it
Wait.
looks like a bunch of caterpillars is the
No, that's what I meant. The
silkworms,
mythic
bro.
robe. Yeah, the mythic
Yeah,
robe.
the mythic
you're right.
robe.
The mythic robe,
What does
yeah.
the mythic robe look like now? I can't even-
It's basically like
the Jon
he's
Snow.
saying with it's all gold, but instead of spiky armor, it's like feathery fucking gold.
Ah,
like-
yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fire.
yeah.
That's that fucking Game of Thrones shit, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, that shit is
King in the North.
That shit is heat.
Yeah,
that
facts.
shit is heat.
All right. Favorite NBA player, current and past. Specifically, the question said Jordan era.
Oh damn. I mean, Jordan era is obviously Jordan. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they were looking for somebody. I don't know if they were looking for somebody else
Let's
from
just
that
say
era.
let's say current and
Um,
past then, not Jordan.
Yeah, current and past would be Steph and Kobe.
Word. Yeah, that's a layup, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, that was mad easy. But yes, no, Steph and Kobe for sure. Like I fuck with Jordan personally. I think Kobe's my GOAT just because I watched way more of him like live.
Sure.
I think Jordan is a GOAT in his own regard. But like, I don't know. When it comes to basketball, I'm not fully going into like the past where like I didn't watch them games live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like
Word.
I can only take so much from fucking like YouTube highlights and like what they show you and shit like that. Like I'm not going back and watching a fucking like full game from the 90s or like some shit like that. Like,
so
that
LeBron versus MJ is like not even a discussion for you, right?
Nah, it's not even a discussion for me.
I figured that's like the normal person's answer, but somebody called me the LeBron of shoeies today, and I said nope. I'll take Larry Bird. I'll take anything else.
The LeBron of shoeies.
I don't even know what that means, bro. Like, can you imagine
For
LeBron
real.
James doing a shoey? No fucking chance, dude. Oh my god, my throat dives. Sick for 3 days. Come on.
Yo, we should get fucking Cube to do a shoey. I know you said you got him to do a freestyle or some shit. If we win the chip, like we should have him do a shoey as well,
dude.
Oh, that seems like a tall order, but I mean, it would be legendary.
You know who would probably do a shoey almost for free is fucking Jeff.
Yeah.
He seems like
get him in New York.
Yeah, dude. He'll. I feel like he would bust out on a shoey super easy,
like
just for the boys, dude. And then if he does one, then like the next step is Cube. So baby steps. On that note, the last question we have in the community, and we already kind of talked about it a little bit, but I just thought the way it was worded was funny. It was, will you do a shoey on the pod? If not, why are you being a bitch? If so, why are you so based? But you've already agreed to, and we've already talked about it. If the Warriors win the championship, you're going to do your shoey. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 more wins and you'll see a shoey on the timeline for
Hell
me.
yeah. 3 more wins.
And you could pick the shoe.
And we get to pick the shoe. That's right.
Oh, hell yeah.
From this fucking shelf from back here.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. All right. That's Slate chapter. Do you guys got anything to chuck in there?
Yeah, I got a couple questions.
Let's go.
So, all right. So, Mons, you've been fucking traveling, doing all types of shit, bro. So, where is the best food, bro? Like, where is like, where's the fire, bro? Like, out of all the places you've been, like, what's like, some fire places that you've ate at, or some fire food that you ate?
Ooh, that's a fucking good one. That is a fucking good one. Definitely. I mean, again, I'm gonna just get my biased answer out of the way. Definitely, some of the best food I've had is in India for sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Obviously, like Indian food is like one of my favorites. But as far as like just like the variety of types of food that you can get out there is fucking good as fuck. And then of course I'm gonna hype up my uncle's restaurant because his shit is smacking, like one of the best restaurants in the city.
You got a restaurant out in India?
Yeah. He actually won an award for it like in 2019 or some shit like that, like right before the pandemic. It was like some like Paris fucking award or some shit for like best I think it was like best Indian restaurant in India or some shit like that.
Shit.
Some shit like that. But like shit is fire out there. And even like the street food, they have like, I mean, you have to be very careful with the street food because of like water out there. But there's this like food called pani puri, which is just like this like street snack.
Hold on, how'd you pronounce that? You said it's what?
You said
pani puri.
Oh, yeah. Pani puri. All right.
Yeah, and that shit is fire.
Is that some sort of bread or something?
It's like this crispy like shell. It's like very small. It's like this crispy shell, and in it they put like it's like this type of like lentil and some onions, and then there's like this water that goes into it. But the water has like some spices and stuff. It's like it's really fucking good. But other than India, let me see, like fire food places. Like
for food, I gotta plug Taiwan for like one of the best food places ever. Like it's like under the radar, but like their biggest thing to do is night markets, which is basically just markets that open up like once it gets dark, and they're open till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's
basically
dope.
Like state fair level like food at every single spot, but it's it's obviously like Chinese, Japanese influenced, all those different influences from around
shit makes
there.
you want to move, bro. That sounds fucking sick.
It's cheap as hell. It's delicious. Like when I lived there, like there was one like just within, you could walk around anywhere and get food for like $1 that was delicious, like just at whatever time.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
that's fire.
So India, Taiwan, they got the fucking
India,
heat.
Taiwan. Mexico for sure is always just gonna have
word.
I love Mexican food. I love Mexican
I do
food
too, bro.
fully.
Dude,
So
tacos and margaritas every Sunday.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
so-
you living in LA have like a better
For sure.
better handle on Mexican
Oh,
food than we do, like
yeah, I
around the
bet.
rest of the country. But like, yeah, I feel like recently Mexican food has been a lot different. Like it used to be like Taco Bell level stuff is what we thought was
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
food, but like now they got the birria tacos and like
Bro,
all
the
these
birria
different kinds of
tacos
shit.
are
Yeah.
that-
fucking
yeah,
crazy. Love that shit.
And that's-
Was it the consomme? Is that what it is?
yeah.
Yeah, the consume. Yeah, that shit goes.
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean both. Like I've been to both Cabo and Puerto Vallarta, and the food out there and some of the restaurants that they have out there is fucking amazing. And like it's crazy because like obviously like we think of normal Mexican food, right? Like tacos, like you have
Burritos.
like enchiladas, burritos, like that sort of thing. But like when you go to some of these like higher end restaurants out there, you're getting like some of these plates and it's like Mexican spices, Mexican dishes, but it's not your standard like taco or nothing like that. And it's fucking
right.
it's fucking fire. It's fire.
I've heard that like Mexico City is a place you really got to hit for traveling. I've never been there, but I heard like the food is crazy and it's just like kind of another under the radar spot for traveling.
Yeah, same. That's high on my list of like where I want to go
Yeah,
next.
me
But
too.
I've been to like a few of like other city. I've been to Ensenada, Cabo, and what's it called? Puerto Vallarta. Like Ensenada, Baja. Like if you're just like driving from like San Diego or something, you just go like an hour, 2 hours in. Some of the best lobster I've had in my life. Like
Oh,
and
damn.
cheap as hell too. Like I went with like four. Like it was like four of us. We got mad lobsters and then just tortillas, rice, beans, margarita, like whole meal, like
Oh,
75
yeah.
bucks. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, this is fucking nut. This is insane.
That
Like
sounds
insanely
fucking dope.
good.
To me, that's the best part about traveling is like, okay, it might cost you hella to get over to India or to like Asia or whatever, but like in a lot of places that you're going to, it's going to be cheap as hell to stay and it's going to be cheap as hell to eat and drink. So you're going to have a
Yep.
ball once you're over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really the flight price. The flight price is the shit that rugs you the most. Everything
For
else
sure.
is
Yep.
fucking everything else is solid once you're out there. Like your dollar goes a long way for sure.
That's why I never go for like less than like 3 weeks because for one thing, I'm too tall for these planes for one thing. So like being
Oh,
in it
bro,
for like
I
20
feel you.
hours makes me want
I
to
feel
kill
you.
myself straight up. And I can't sleep on them. So it's just like by the time I get there, I'm completely rugged. Like I'm just fucked. And like I just got to make it work. So like I need hella time to adjust. So I need like 3 weeks if I'm going to be flying 20 hours.
Yeah, no doubt. Like you got to spend time there. I don't think I've done definitely like when I've gotten like international. I don't think I've done like less than 2 or 2.5 weeks too. So like you gotta for sure have some time out there. What do y'all do most on planes? Like you say you can't sleep. I can't sleep either. I'm always fucking just like watching movie after movie on the little screen that they have in front of me. Do y'all
Yeah.
sleep? Do y'all listen to music, podcasts? What?
Music, yeah, TV, audiobooks, whatever.
Yeah,
bro.
I was
I'll
gonna
walk
say-
around.
Run it all, bro. I got the damn Switch. Like I'll bust that thing out. Like I'll bring the iPad, watch a movie. Like I got a Kindle. I'll read a book. I got fucking range on a flight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got range too, bro. Like it's either I'll fucking normally what I try to do is I try to fucking get like physical reading done because I have fucking tons of like because I got like Kindle books, but I got tons of physical books that were fucking sick when I bought them, but I just never had the time to read them. So I might just fucking like grab one of these books and shit, depending on like what the flight. Also, they have these things they're called emulators, like you can download like on your phone where you can fucking like play like you can turn your phone into like a Game Boy,
Yeah.
turn it into an N64. So it's like, yeah, I'll fucking like download a fucking N64 like interface where I can fucking play Turok, fucking like play Pokemon
Damn.
Red.
That's gas.
But I also got I was gonna say I also got this fucking like super fucking rare fucking backlit fucking Game Boy Advance, and I got like
Ooh.
yeah, fucking sick. It's all
The
black.
old
This
school
fucking sick
shit.
ass. Oh yeah, it's fucking
Some
sick.
like
I was
custom
gonna say-
shit because the Game Boy Advance
Yeah,
did
it is
not have a
custom.
light.
It is, yeah, it is custom.
Damn.
Yeah, I got my shit fucking custom, bro. Like I got that shit for fucking Christmas one year. But yeah, bro, like, so but normally when I'm on a flight, bro, I just try to get fucking like reading done, bro. Try to get fucking, grind out a fucking book so then that way I could be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean?
I will
Like,
say
never
I
have
can
to pick
I can
that shit
also
up
I'm
again.
well read.
definitely pass out on a flight.
Well read.
Like I will fall the fuck asleep like sitting straight up.
Damn.
That's a gift.
lucky.
That's a gift
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
for real.
sure.
I can never like. I for sure have to fucking like either get some liquor in me or something to like.
Well, that
Yeah,
helps.
be,
Yeah,
like, able
I'm
to
not
pass
pulling
out,
up to
yeah.
a flight sober. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure not.
We didn't
Never
think you would.
that. That's hella funny though.
Yeah, man. Big travel hack guy. At me on Twitter, JustJB, travel influencer.
Yeah,
So,
his advice is always
Actually,
gonna be
dude,
drink.
I have a sick fucking video of going to my cousin's wedding. I think this is like 5 years ago. And I shotgunned a beer on the plane with because obviously you can't bring a knife or anything. I used the plastic like sword they give you with a cocktail, asked for a
Bruh.
beer, asked them to not open the beer, and I shotgunned the beer with the plastic sword from the fucking cocktail.
That's why they open it, bro. So fucking people
Damn.
like you.
So JB doesn't do shit like this.
I don't remember what I said to her to convince her to give me an unopened beer, but there's this video that my wife took of me shotgunning a Bud Light on a plane, like in this cramped little spot. Oh, it was so good.
God.
Yo, I'm gonna need to see that video for sure.
I'll find it and send it to you. It's legit been like half a decade since that happened, but it's
I'm wild as hell.
I'm proud of it.
I was on a flight to Vietnam from Taiwan with some of my buddies that I went traveling with, and like we were absolutely lit. They were more lit than me, and I've got pictures of them on the plane, no shirts on, like fanning out a bunch of Taiwanese money shit.
Tarps off on the fucking plane. Let's ride.
Yeah, bro. And like we ordered one beer at the beginning when our shirts were still on, and then like I don't remember when the shirts came off, but I remember after when we tried to order our second beer, they said, sorry, we're out of beer. And then we were like, okay, we'll have a wine then. They're like, we're out of that too. Like we were cut off after one beer on the plane.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, we
No
only
more
serve
liquor on
people
the
with
plane.
shirts on.
Yeah.
Jesus,
no shirt,
dude.
no service.
Oh my god.
So
yeah, that's funny as hell.
So Mods, I got another question. So what type of music you fucking with, bro? Like I know you be I remember you made that one track, bro, that
he did the dust track.
Yeah, he did the dust track, to the 10 bands. But what type of music you've been fucking with lately though?
I've been really fucking with Kendrick's new shit lately.
I feel that.
I fuck with a lot of slaps on there. Like it's been a minute since I've always fucked with Kendrick and I like his fucking discography and shit, but I also can recognize like it's not always for me in every type of like mood and like vibe and shit. But I feel like he put some ones on this one where it's like you could just like throw them shits on and like vibe the fuck out to them.
For sure, absolutely. I hear that.
So I've definitely been on new Kendrick. I'm a huge Drake fan, so I'm like pretty much like always listen to Jersey. Huge Nipsey fan.
Oh, for sure. Rest in peace, for sure.
Yeah, RIP. Victory Lap is like heavy in rotation all the times.
We talked about Nipsey a
else.
long time ago, and I remember saying like, who was it that fucked with Nipsey and called him out so much, and I couldn't remember who it was at the time. It was fucking French Montana.
That like, what do you mean? Like call them out like as a good rapper?
Yeah, like they were boys. Like they.
Oh.
I don't know. I just had like vivid memories of like French Montana.
Yeah, I think you said you thought it was G-Eazy or something at first.
No way I said it was G-Eazy.
I'm pretty sure, bro.
I've never.
Damn.
We'll have to run it back. Shout
out to anybody who can
play
find that
the
clip.
fucking game tape. I don't even know if I know a G-Eazy song, but I could not remember who it was that was like R.I.P. Nipsey in a lot of their songs, and it was French Montana. Just a random memory pull there.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I know a lot of people
French got
fuck
some
with
hits.
him.
Yeah, a lot of people fuck with Nipsey for sure. But yeah, that 21 Savage, Future, who else? New Harlow been riding too. I've been fucking with the new Harlow a little bit. Jack Harlow's kind of like he's definitely like low key, but low key nice to me. I wasn't like
nice.
expecting for me to fuck with some of his music as much as I do, but it's been smooth. But yeah, usually that's what I'm listening to, and if I'm not listening to like rap and hip hop, I fuck with I fuck with a lot of like just R&B shit. Like I fuck with Brent Faiyaz tough.
Oh, for
I don't know if
sure,
y'all fuck with him.
absolutely, for sure.
So Brent's definitely up there. P&D, and like a lot of like just like old school classic type like R&B tracks. You know, like them like feel good tracks and shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure.
SWV, like some old school
Yeah,
fucking shit
yeah.
like that. Yeah. So that's usually what I'm on, just like throughout the day. And then I'll get into like a little Spanish bag every here and there. You know,
Word.
little fucking Bad Bunny, little
Hell
fucking J Balvin and shit like that. You know, just some vibey.
No, I feel that. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, fucking, we definitely gonna have to fucking exchange some fucking playlists, bro, after the show, bro.
I'm down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, because that's really like what I be trying to fucking do, bro. I remember back in the day, bro, like fucking, I used to be back, back in my younger days. You know what I mean? You know, back when I was like fucking high school and shit, or just like shortly like after high school, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I didn't have the whip and shit, bro. Like that was like always like the game, bro. Like where it's kind of like you tell a girl like, yeah, like your hair looks really nice. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with this ride like down the street? And it's like, then instead of down the street, we picking up my homie, and then it's like, we're taking music that she's listening to that she had took from other dudes, and then we throwing that in rotation. You know what I mean? Like, and just going around and absorbing other people's music. You know what I mean? Because that's how I used to, really just, because if it's one thing to like, let's say listen to the radio and like hear some shit that's in like mass circulation, but then it's like another thing like to like actually come up on like some new heat, and in order to come up on some
like
new
to
heat,
go out and find music for
yeah
sure.
you gotta hunt that shit down, or you just have to be in a place where it's kind of like you just hear shit, you know what I mean, be like, hey yo, like what's that, you know what I mean? So so yeah, bro, I'm always on the hunt, bro, for fucking that heat, bro, that fire, bro. I was just fucking telling JB and the homies from the Mickeys, bro, about some fucking tracks I found from like 2010, bro, like like just old shit, you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of like new shit will come out, but I'm not really like a big like radio dude, I'll be like listen to the radio all the time. I'd be like stuck in a vibe, like
100%.
sometimes I be fucking with like really sometimes, bro, like when I got like a lot of shit to do, like when my schedule's like super packed, like bro, I be on these pot kicks, bro. I'll be fucking listening to fucking like All Eyes on Me, bro. I'll be like stuck on All Eyes on Me, bro, for like fucking like 2 weeks, but everything's getting done. Or like even Nipsey, and you're talking about Victory Lap. I be listening to what's this shit called? Well, there's tons of mixtapes, that Nipsey's got.
Yeah.
Like Bullets Got No Names.
Crenshaw, fucking
Crenshaw. Yep. There's a bunch of this shit. But yeah, no fucking damn, bro, I fucking lost my train of thought, bro. My fucking dog's like going wild. But yeah, no, fucking definitely, bro. We definitely gonna have to fucking like chop it up, bro, over some tracks and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm for sure down. I'm always with it. Like even in my like younger days and just like fucking coming up, like I was always like in high school, like on like fucking like digital dripped and like those MP3 like websites and shit like that. Just
sure.
fucking like downloading shit. Like what's the next song that I'm gonna fucking repeat like 20 times in the day? What's the next fucking artist?
Sure.
Like shit like that. And like especially through that time, it's like, coming up on fucking Wayne and Wiz and Currency and fucking
Wiz.
Like,
I forgot about that.
Slaps,
that's one person we haven't
like,
talked about on the show. Wiz, yeah, for sure.
Yo, Wiz is a
in high
legend.
school,
I don't give a
he
fuck.
is.
Wiz is a fucking legend.
He is. Fucking Taylor Gang, Paper Planes, all that shit.
Taylor Gang or die, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Back in high school, I had this little Honda Civic, and I also worked at Circuit City, so I got this L7 Solo Bear kicker. Oh shit, Mans, is you talking? I can't hear you.
No,
he's not talking.
He's listening.
No, I'm not talking.
I'm listening. On the video, he was just talking, so I must be lagging. But yeah, so I had this like, if you look it up, it's like this square subwoofer L7 Solo Bear kicker, and like it would fucking just like sound ridiculous. Like in my car, I had to go in through the back seat and like get these like bungee cords and like like secure the trunk hella tight in there, so I couldn't even open the trunk because otherwise it was just rattling and going crazy. But like, yeah, that's when Like I was listening to a lot of Kanye, obviously, still am, but
Yeah,
like also
Kanye,
the Carter
yup.
3 came out and shit.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh,
I would just have
wow.
people, we'd roll around, we'd smoke, listen to just like hella different smoking songs and shit, and just blast that shit. I went to
Facts.
my friend's crib one time. I pulled up and his mom ran out from the from the other house and was like, "Every time you come, you wake up my babies. Da 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 da. Turn that off." Like shit like that. Like you're shaking my whole house. Like so, we had to respect the neighbors after that. But like shit was crazy. Yeah,
Bro,
That's
my
my
own
shit.
mom would text me and be like, I can hear your music from down the street. Like, turn it down when you pull up. And I'm just like, yo, chill. It's all good. Like, if nobody's complaining, then we're good right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait for the first complaint to come in. But yeah, one of my homies had a fucking like huge subwoofer in his like, I think he had an Accord too, and he would just be slapping. He's like mad fucking like Bay music too, so you know the fucking beats on that shit is just fucking
Yeah.
bumping. Like he's just pulling fucking Mac Dre and fucking all this shit all the time through that fucking woofer. It was wild times.
Yo, speaking of
fucking
wild
dope.
times, Frank just peeled off 2 tweets while we were recording that somebody DM'd me. The first one says, "Bear market. Hey guys, it's time to stop vibing. DeGod's motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up and watch me chug this beer from a dirty shoe." And then the other one says, "Bruh, it's literally a bear market and DeGods are literally just drinking beers from dirty shoes and the floor keeps going up. Vibes."
Yeah, bro. DeGods are
'Cause
still
we
having
just-
fun no
Fucking
matter what,
A,
bro.
bro.
We
Up or
never
down?
gave a fuck.
No,
we
dude.
we seen this shit through from fucking 5 soul floor price.
Facts.
After like watching all these other projects move, we don't give a fuck at this point.
Nah.
It could be a bear market, a bull market. We
Do you
just
think
gonna
I
be
look
here
at charts, bro?
vibing all the way through. Like you,
No.
Do you think money, like none of this shit is real, bro? Money means fucking nothing to me. Like,
bro. But
God.
like the biggest thing, I think the biggest thing of all this NFT shit, just like the same with this podcast, the same with connections we've made, the same with people that we've like met and all this sort of shit. It's like there's more than just a fucking there's more value in your NFT than just whatever fucking pump comes with it.
Of course.
So that's
Right.
why for us that are here, we don't give a fuck about bear, bull, whatever.
Bro.
Like we're fucking in here just fucking vibing.
Do you think I would have been
that's
holding this
it.
project for 9 months if all motherfuckers talked about is what is the floor price and what is crypto doing? I don't pay attention to any of
Man.
that shit.
Bro, facts though. But I feel like there was like this, I don't even know when it was, bro, but I mean, no, it was probably like maybe like anywhere between like I think it was like 15 to like 20. I think that's pretty much like the only time I actually remember like actually like paying attention to the floor and shit like that was when it hit 33.3, bro. That was like the fucking it was legendary. It was huge. That was the
Yeah.
biggest day
Yeah.
of all time. But you know, after that, bro, it's kind of like okay, like literally everything
Yeah.
else is going
Just
on
another
but the
day.
floor price, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
I only know
facts.
I only know the floor is high because of 2 reasons: people that post about it on Twitter
Yep.
and the
Facts.
DYOR notifications.
Facts.
That's the only reason that I know that we
Yep.
have all-time highs and what the all-time high is.
Yeah.
If I didn't have those 2 things, I would just simply still keep vibing through the DeGods
Exactly.
community, really.
Word.
Exactly. That's a fucking fact, dude. Well, all right, boys.
Damn,
I think
so I just looked up. Oh, never. My bad. But I
Run
just
it.
looked up
Yeah.
when we dropped our first episode, and it was March 2nd, and I'm looking at the floor price there, and it was 27.
yeah.
So that shit's just wild to me.
Dude, first
like,
episode, I posted a tweet today. I was thinking about dust and like how this shit's so expensive now. And I remember it on the first episode talking about dust. And we were talking about arbitrage. And I posted it on Twitter, but there's a quote and I fucked up the quote in the podcast. But I was talking about arbitrage because on Radium, dust was 0.011. And on Famous Fox, dust was 0.007. And I remember waking up that morning and seeing that and buying a bag of dust, bro. And now that shit is like almost fucking 0.1 soul. It's crazy.
Yeah. Shit,
Wild.
fucking Jet Getter Club been giving out dust since March too. We just been fucking so whoever won any of our shits
Yeah.
from that time, I hope you have been holding on to it up until this
Free.
point, and maybe you're ready for duppies because
Hell
literally
yeah.
free.
Fucking free. Shit. All right, boys. Mons. Sorry, I'm getting fucked up with the mans. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's
Chapter on the
Mons,
Nah, it's all good.
pronunciation.
It's Mons. Shout out to the
Appreciate you
Mons,
coming
bro.
on, bro. This has been a blast. Anytime that we get a chance to talk to people, that have been around the community forever, and are people that are recognized, and everyone will listen and be like, "Damn, I've seen this motherfucker on Twitter for 9 months, and now I get to hear him talk." I love that shit personally. That's my favorite kind of guest. So
Hell yeah.
Oh,
really
word.
appreciate you
bitch.
coming on. Good luck with, DeGoats obviously is going to run itself with Big 3 coming up, but good luck with Jet Getter. That shit sounds very exciting to me, at least. Trying to get my,
Yeah, that
my
sounds
travel
cool as
bug
fuck, bro.
fixed. So appreciate you, homie.
I appreciate y'all for having me. It was fun vibing with y'all today.
Peace out.
And Slate chapter. We out.